Hello and welcome to the YouTube channel of Canara Engineering College. In this video session, we'll check regarding collector to base bias circuit and voltage divider bias circuit, which are the two different circuits used for the biasing of BJTs. In the previous video session, we have checked regarding the basics of BJT and we have studied one of the methods using which we can turn on the transistor. So as I said in the previous video session, turning on a transistor means making sufficient collector current flow from the collector to emitter by the application of the efficient voltage source either to the base or to the collector. And as already discussed, most of the times the configurations which we are going to use is common emitter configuration, in which emitter is going to serve as a common terminal for input and output. So in case of your common emitter configuration, the emitter is going to serve as a common terminal to the input, where base is one of the terminals. So base and emitter will be the terminals for the input, whereas when I speak about the output, the collector and the emitter will be serving as a input terminal to the output. So getting back to the circuit of the collector to base bias circuit, the circuit is different from the one what we have seen previously. If you want to check out the previous circuit, this is what my previous circuit looked like, with two resistors RB and RC connected between the collector and base of the transistor. Coming to the collector base circuit, we have the same resistors connected, but the way in which the resistor or the resistor RB is connected is a bit or slightly different from the one. So you can see in the previous case, my resistance RB was directly connected to the voltage source VCC, but in case of my collector to base bias, the resistance RB is connected from the collector terminal to the base. So you have the same resistors RB and RC connected, but the way in which RB has been connected is slightly different from the previous one. Marking all the currents, so as soon as you connect VCC, there will be a resistance RC between the collector and the voltage source what you are connected. So a current of IC will be flowing through that particular resistance. So basically, if I can speak, that IC what is flowing through the resistance RC will be the combination of the current IC and IB, because the current that is flowing to the collector is IC and the current that is flowing to base is IB. So when it starts from VCC, it will be IC and IB. So what I have written here is the drop that is happening or the current that is flowing through RC is IC plus IB. So out of IC plus IB, IC will be flowing to the collector and IB will be flowing to the base. So here the drop will be same. The drop happening across RB will be IB into RB, very similar to the base bias, whereas the drop happening across the resistance RC will be IC plus IB into RC. So that is what has been written here. And also an additional formula, IC is given by beta into IB. So there are formulas which do exist in case of my analog circuit, which is given by IC divided by IB will be equal to beta, and it will be some other formulas. IC into IC plus IB will be given by alpha. There are different formulas which exist, out of which we will keep these formulas for the substitution purpose in case of my formulas here. So as I said, you need to connect VCC. Connection of VCC will make current IC flow through the between the collector and emitter. The same collector current need to give its part to the base, so that the drop VB happens across base and emitter, so that there is a sufficient voltage drop across the base and emitter, so that my current can flow between the collector and emitter. So this is how my circuit looks like. So after that, as always, what we need to do is we need to apply KVL to the outer loop. Outer loop means this is the loop. Applying KVL between collector and emitter. Applying KVL between the collector and emitter will give you the formula VCC minus IC IB into RC minus VC. See, it's written here. VCC minus IC plus IB into RC minus VC, from which you can segregate the formula for VCE. So VC has been written here and you have segregated the formula which is named as one of the equation. Also you can apply the KVL to this loop. You can apply the KVL to this loop. You apply the KVL to this particular loop. Applying the KVL to this particular loop, it gives VCE, that is you are going in the upward direction, negative to positive, VCE minus IBRB minus VBE is equal to 0. That is applying KVL to this particular loop, that is to the base emitter loop, you get the equation for, you get this equation. So again from this you get the equation for VCE. So both the equations are same, VCE and VCE are the same equations. You equate these two equations, that is VCC minus IC plus IB into RC equal to VBE plus IB into RB. So equate the equations and you segregate the terms. You write IC plus IB into RC plus IB into RC is equal to VCC minus VBE. VBE, as you all know, it is 0.7. After that you segregate the term IB and you get into this equation. Finally you substitute for IC. Substitute for IC is equal to beta into IB, because it's IC is what? Beta into IB. So in the same equation, you substitute for IC. So it becomes IB RC plus RB plus beta into IB RC equal to VCC minus VB. From that you get the equation for IB, which is as you have done in the previous case. All the circles, what we have done here is, in order to get the terms, so they might ask you to find out RB, they might ask you to find out RC, they might ask you to find IC, they might ask you to find IB, or they might ask you to find VCE, they might ask any of the terms. So if any of these terms are asked in the numericals, you need to be remembering this. So the derivations whatever we have done here are from the numerical point of view, not from the explanation point of view. But when they have asked you to explain a collector base to bias circuit, these derivations are important. So you will be applying KVL to outer loop and you will be applying KVL to the inner loop, and you will be equating them and you will be substituting the respective things as it is needed. Moving on to the next circuit, that is voltage divider or emitter current bias circuit, is the third way in which you can bias the transistor, that is make the collector current flow between the collector and emitter. The circuit diagram here looks totally different from the ones what we have done previously. In the previous case we had used two resistors, that is RC and RB, whereas in case of this I have used three additional resistances, that is R1, R2 and RE. Intention here is once again the same. You need to make the collector current flow between the collector and emitter by setting up the respective voltage drop between the base and emitter. This is the ultimate intention here. But before getting into that, we have some things to be remembered here. All the formulas whatever I have written here are from the application of the KVL to the outer loops and inner loops of your circuit. So we get a formula for RC, we get a formula for RE, we get a formula for R2, we get a formula for R1, we get a formula for I2. So we get a lot of formulas here. And the current that is flowing to the collector is IC, current that is flowing to the base is IB. So we get a lot of formulas in and around when we actually apply the KVL. So getting to the KVL, applying KVL to the loop VCC R1, R2, we get, that is, they have applied KVL to this loop, that is VCC, this one, R1 and R2. Once they applied the KVL to that loop, they got VCC minus, what will be this one? What will be the current there? That will be I1. So current flowing through this is I1. I1 R1 minus the current flowing through this is I2. So VCC minus I1 R1 minus I2 R2 equal to 0. So they have got the equation VCC minus I1 R1 minus I2 R2 equal to 0. So this is considered as first equation. Moving on next, or you can reframe the equation. So what they have done is, they have written it as I1 R1 plus I2 R2 equal to VCC. They have written, or they have rewritten this in this particular fashion. Or they have also written I1 is equal to I2 plus IB. Quite obvious, right? So if this is the incoming current, that incoming current is divided into IB and I2. So I1 will be equal to IB plus I2. So the current has been divided into I1 and I2. After that, what they have said is voltage divider bias circuits are normally designed to have voltage divider currents I2 very much greater than the transistor base currents, which means that the current flowing down, the current I2 will be greater than IB. Current I2 will be greater than IB. So here I2 will be greater than IB, because of which what you can write as, you can write I1 is almost equivalent to I2, because I2 is comparatively greater than IB. That is by applying KVL to the outer loop. After that, what can be done is, in this equation, in the equation what it is obtained using 6 in 5, that is here. So you can write I1 equal to I2 itself. I2 R1 plus I2 R2 equal to VCC. So I2 is a common term. I2 is equal to R1 plus R2 into VCC, or I2 can be given by the formula VCC into R1, VCC divided by R1 plus R2. So that is what they have written here. That is what it has been written here. Now, moving on further. VB is the voltage across R2. So here, across this, if you consider this circuit, this total voltage will be VB. This total voltage will be equal to VB. So VB will be equal to, what they are saying is, VB is the voltage across R2, because of which the drop across this VB is equal to I2 into R2, because the drop happening across this is the same voltage, right? So that is VB into R2. Or you can write VB is equal to, you can write this equation, VB is equal to VCC into R2 divided by R1 plus R2. That is here, in this equation. You can write VB is equal to, from here itself we are getting VCC into R2 divided by R1 plus R2. So this is actually voltage divider rule. So what it is actually doing is, this is one voltage VB, this is other voltage. So if you want to find out the voltage in one of the terminals, this voltage will be equal to voltage of the other terminal into resistance of the same terminal divided by sum of the resistance. That is what they have written. VB is equal to VCC into resistance of other terminal divided by sum of the resistances. So that is what the formula VB has been written. It is written here. V is the voltage across RE. So this voltage is equal to, the voltage across RE is nothing but VE, or you can write how you know, VB is equal to VBE plus VE, because this is the total voltage, right? This is VB. Out of the small part is VBE. The remaining part is VE. You can write that. V is equal to, you can write IE into RE, or you can write IE is equal to IC also can be written. See here. V is the voltage across RE, where V is equal to IE into RE. See here. The current flowing through this resistance is IE. So V will be equal to drop across RE, that is IE into RE, because you cannot say IE will be equal to IC plus IB. You cannot say IE, the current coming here is equal to IC plus IB, because IB is comparatively very small, right? So I'll ignore that. So IC I can say equal to IE itself. So they have written V is equal to I into RE. Applying KVL to the base emitter loop. So which is base emitter loop here? Base emitter loop is this one. So this is your base emitter loop. Applying KVL to the base emitter loop, they will be getting a formula VB minus V is equal to 0. Same thing, whatever I have written here. The same thing. See here. Whatever I have written here, the same thing has been obtained. So applying KVL to the base emitter loop. So VBE minus VE minus VB. This voltage and the voltage that is present here. So that is VB minus VBE minus V is equal to 0, or VB is equal to VB minus VE. The same thing has been written here, right? So how will you write VB, or how will you write VE? That will be, or if you want to write VE, how will you write? That will be VB minus VBE, right? So if you want to get this equation, this one, that is total minus this one, that is what it is written here. V is equal to VB minus VE. You can substitute for V. V is what? I into RE minus VB minus VB, or you can get the equation for IE also. You got the equation for I2, you got the equation for VB, you got the equation for VE, you also got the equation for VE. Applying KVL to the collector emitter loop. Finally, you apply KVL to this loop. VCC minus ICRC minus VC minus IERE. See, they have written here VCC minus ICRC minus VCE minus ICRE is equal to 0. As IE is equal to IC, because IB is negligible here, you can reframe this equation and get the formula for VCE. So this much thing you have to do. You have to apply KVL to the various loops. You have to apply KVL to this loop, you have to apply KVL to this loop, and finally you have to apply KVL to this loop. Finally get all the equations. Get the equation for IR1, R2, RC, VCE, IC, all the equations you need to get, and you need to substitute in case if it is asked as a part of a numerical. Thank you.